Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Well, since spring is well underway here, I've decided to redo these benches that my bonsai are on. As you can see, the wood is very old and pretty crusty. It's falling apart. And then here I've got just a piece on top of another piece, and look at how old and crusty it is. It's just so full of algae. And of course, it's also full of trees. And I will tell you that I've featured some of these on my channel, but the vast majority of these trees that you're looking at right now have never even been featured on my channel. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, maybe 80 or 90 trees on this bench that have never even made it to the channel. And all of them need some work. They need either a major restyling or repotting, or sometimes just removing excess growth. Some of them really need some major rehabilitation because they haven't been root pruned or repotted in literally decades. And so here's another example of how crusty the wood is that I'm going to replace. And I have them on cinder block uprights. So I've got my work cut out for me. If we come this way, once again, there's just all kind of stuff in here. There's parrot's beak, there's ficus. I did show this ficus. Probably hard to see with the backlit from the sun. This is kind of a funky tree that all this needs to be cut. And then some jade, wow, I'm drawing a blank. Desert rose. I have some interesting desert rose. Some more premna. Some carissa. Like this incredibly struggling cascade has been in this pot literally for at least 10 years, maybe 15. An old ficus that needs to be totally restyled. And part of the reason I'm changing this out is the wood is nasty, but also the block tends to shift. So if we look at this level, you see the bubble is way, 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 way up here. It's not even close to being level. You see the bubble there? I mean, that's just insane. It's so far off. Of course, I do have one more minor situation when it comes to this bench, and that is my beehive. Bees decided to use one of these cinder block uprights to this bench as their new home, and look at them coming and going. I mean, they are just so industrious. God, if I was that industrious, because I tell you what, on a bright sunny day, they are in and out and in and out and in and out by the hundreds. And of course, I don't fear them because these guys that are coming in and out are foragers. The ones leaving are going out to get pollen and nectar, although one bee only gets one or the other. And interestingly, one bee only collects one type of pollen. So as they come in with their little pollen sacs, it's only one color. Lately, they've been coming in with a very white pollen. But, of course, you can see how much they're flying. And there's no way I can disrupt these guys by taking this wood away, because they'll sting me. Now, one good thing is they don't fly at night. And so I can come out here, which I normally do, pretty much right at the break of dawn, and I check things out, how things are going. So I'm going to leave this wood, even though it's crusty and nasty, because it's attached to where the bees are coming in and out. And they use a product called propolis to glue everything together. So I don't want to rip those pieces of wood away and disrupt the hive. So I'm going to cut to this cinder block upright right here, about halfway leave them this crusty piece of wood, and then start new from here on, which is 12 feet. And remove all this old wood, take all these plants and put them somewhere else. And then my plan is to work on them on the channel and develop the ones that need to be developed, root prune the ones that need to be root pruned, cut back the ones that need to be cut back, repot the ones that need to be repotted. Like, once again, this incredibly struggling Cascade Carissa. I have a very long pot. Look how far down it goes. It just goes and goes and goes. And it's pretty lanky and pretty leggy, but it's still alive. So I'm going to put it into a much, much taller Cascade. And I have, like I said, this old ficus that needs so much work. So that's the plan. Just get rid of all this old wood. And each cinder block is 4 feet apart. So if I cut to here, I have 12 feet, and I have 12-foot pieces of lumber that I can put together as a brand new bench, remove the cinder blocks from where they are, flatten that soil, tamp it down as best I can, even though I realize that over time they're going to shift again. And that's something you just, with cinder blocks, at least where I live, that's just part of the process. They don't stay perfectly level forever. So here we go, a bunch of jade. This guy here is one that has completely grown out of the pot. Ay, ay, ay. And I've never really liked the style of that tree. So I got my work cut out for me. Plus the bees. I love my bees. I really do. I don't plan on ever collecting any honey from them. But they're cool. And I don't fear them, but I respect them. The foragers don't want to sting you. The guys that sting you are inside the hive. They're the defenders. And if you mess with the hive, then they come out, and they're the ones that sting you. The foragers, they're way too busy. Let's go back over there and just watch. The foragers are way too busy coming in and out and in and out and in and out. They want nothing to do with me. I'm only about 3 feet from the hive. And they're just too busy to even bother with me. So they stay. And this bench here, I'm planning on, try to get my shadow out of the way. I'm planning on putting all my Portulacaria here so that they can be a little dry. And if the bees are crazy and I really can't water, it's not going to hurt. Right now I've got bald cypress, which need water like constantly. And I have some shillings, and it's just a mishmash of stuff. So that's the plan too, to consolidate my collection, get all of my Portulacaria on this bench that's right in front of the beehive, so that if I miss watering them, it won't be that drastic. So there we go. And I've got a very, very, very old dwarf black olive, Bacida spinosa, that it has not been repotted in 20 years, and it's suffering. And so I'm going to work it later, because it's a very tropical tree that really needs to be worked later in the year, as the bees are going crazy. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're curious about how long it's going to take me, then you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will try to keep you up to date on the work. I think my plan is to try to get all of these plants, and I have no idea where I'm going to put them, onto other benches. Just jam them all together, build the brand new benches, and then one at a time bring all these trees back over here. And once again, the Portulicarias will go on the other bench in front of the beehive, and then just work each tree for you to watch what I do, how I do, my philosophy on what to do. And I have some trees that are struggling in here. I just really, benign neglect. I just water them, and that's about it. Like this ficus here, I want to take some cuttings, turn it into sort of a mound, so you can sort of see the mound, and then all of this needs to come off and take some cuttings. So I got my work cut out for me. I think I said that already. And look how twisted and nasty the bench is over there. It just like angles off and then angles back. So once I'm finished, it'll be so much nicer. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Does anybody else have a massive mess like this? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.